Hi, and welcome to another video on how to use Rating Central. My name is Cameron Chan, and I am one of the Australian Rating Central coordinators and will be your guide for today. So, in today's video, we will be looking at the following. Importing events. So, we're going to discuss what we mean by importing new files, and specifically two scenarios. One, for the new setup of Cantor, so whether it's on a new computer or a new account or whatever, or secondly, to archive previous events to because you have received new events that that should be used going forward. So let's say a resubmission has been made by Rating Central. They provided you the files, and therefore you need to archive your old files and use these files only. But in order to do that, you need to know how to set up multiple Cantor accounts. Okay, so, but before we get started, as always, you're welcome to contact me for any requests for future videos or comments or questions. My email is here, kcttprojects@gmail.com. It's also available in the description box below, or you can also contact my colleague on gmctt@tpg.com.au. That's Jared McCarthy. Okay, and of course, we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if it requires a video, then I'll get one up whenever I can. All right, so let us begin with importing new files. So let's say you've just bought a new computer and you've got all your previous files on your old one and you want to be able to transfer it over. Okay, so the first thing that you'll need to do is to send Jared or I an email, and we will prepare for you a zip of the relevant files that you need to do the import on. Okay, or we'll even, if you've got a lot of events and we can't do this ourselves, then we'll defer that to David Marcus instead. But contact us first, and then we'll see what we can do. So let's say I've got my, this is my zip, right, 5787 old, and that is the one that we will be using for this new computer. Okay, so let's, I've got my Cantor here ready to go. This is my new computer Cantor. So once again, we're going to just do the basic setup. So 5787. So you have to make sure that the ID of the events that you're using is the same as the ID that you are using to set up. Okay, I'm going to list my database folder. So I'm going to use database 2. All right, I'm going to save that. Okay, and usually we do importing of lists as well, but we're going to leave that for the moment. Okay, so this, and also we have to set up the internet so we can do any importing if we need to. Okay, saving that. All right, so the first thing, so we have this brand new Cantor setup, ready to go, just set up on a new computer. I've got my zip file here given to me upon request, and now we are going to import them into Cantor. So we go import, look for the folder that we want, and that we want is 5787 old. We click OK and import. Okay, give that a bit of time. It's reading through a bunch of files. The DAT file is the format that you need for Cantor, and that will be provided by, all right, so it's imported. So you got C5787, 5787, so it's a match DAT. Okay, close, cancel, and then these are all the events that 5787 has done. And we can go select current, and we can look at all of these individual ones, modify them, resubmit if necessary. Okay. Now, let's say, so that was the first part, is the setup for the new setup of Cantor, first time setup only, and importing files for the first time. Now, you can import new files that you previously don't have. So if let's go select current, And if you look at all of these events here, you can import events that are new and not these ones. But if you try to import a copy of an event, then it's not going to work. Why is that? Well, let's try that, shall we? So we got 5787 here, and that's new. So let's go to events, import. Okay, let's go 5787 new. That's done that here. We go import. Oh no, we have duplicates. So this is going to be a bit of an issue. How can I use fresh data, fresh report that has probably resolved any duplicate or rate or initial prior band or the whatnot that has been fixed up by someone else that you can't import onto Cantor? Well, there is a trick to this, and this is what we call the multiple Cantors trick. So what does that mean? Effectively, we need to set up a new Cantor. Okay, and how do we do that? Well, the first step is the following. You want to go into Cantor. Now, this is a copy of the original Cantor that I've made. So if you're confused as to why I'm using this one, this is the original, which is what most of you would have. Okay, so what you want to do is that you want to go right-click here and go Open File Location. Okay, this will send you to the program files here. You want to go back one, and you want to create a copy of this file right here. Okay, you want to copy that. Come to your desktop or in another file, and you want to paste it, not paste shortcut. Okay, now open this up, and you want to create a shortcut of this icon of this application here. You want to create a shortcut. Okay, and then you want to bring that up here. Okay, you may not want to call it shortcut, otherwise you'll just be deleting another one. So we'll call it a shortcut 1. Okay, you want to bring it up there. And then of course you need to create a new database folder. So you click new folder, and we'll call this database 3. Okay, so ideally when we open this up, this should be a completely fresh new Cantor. And if I do that, we can see it is a completely fresh new Cantor. And I can prove that because if I go here into this original Cantor, I had previously had some setup here. So if I go into this Cantor here and I go into setup, as you can see, it's completely blank. So by doing this trick and making sure that you copy only the original, so you must go to your master file, which is if you're looking at a Cantor in open file location and you don't notice that you are not using this type of direction start link, then you've probably set up Cantor incorrectly, but you want to make sure that you want to use the original file. So remembering that this is a copy that I've made, and now I've just made a new copy. And so here, because we have this fresh new Cantor, we can set it up how we did it before. Right? And this time I'll use database folder 3. Save that. Set up my internet. Right? Save that. Events, import, and this time we're going to use 5787U and import that. So this time we've imported 57 events. So before remembering before, 5787 old only had 55. 5787 new has 57. Close that, and here we go. So as we can see, right, this idea of creating multiple Cantors allows us to continue to use our ID using updated files, and then here with this old system, right? We have to archive that, and because we're creating a copy from the original, which is this one, as I said before, I've already got existing data. I create a copy of that to your desktop. As long as we keep calling the file different names, we can create multiple copies of Cantor and have multiple IDs and run and import for multiple times. So it's just something to consider that, if when we say that you need to import these new files and use these files from now on, this process detailed within this video of creating a new Cantor, importing those files from then on, right, we'll be able to, provided that we've already got an existing Cantor in operation, by only focusing on this Cantor from now on, we can continue to make changes and modifications and the whatnot without worrying that we are overriding the good work that has been previously done, whether it's for initial prior bands or duplicates or the whatnot. Okay, so keep this video, bookmark it, if you ever receive a new a DAT file, or you need to set up a new computer with a new Cantor and you want to use your existing files, then remember to contact us. We'll give you the zip file with all your up-to-date current files, and then you can upload that whether you are setting it up for the first time only or you need to archive old events. And then with this one that we don't need anymore, you just do, well, in this case, because this was a copy of a copy, you'll just delete it, or you would just ignore them, put it into a folder that says, do not use, and then just shift them all in here. Okay. No, and I did not need that.